Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world today. We're getting our Final Fantasy XIV stream started here. We are in the Rak'Tika Greatwood, and we're making progress there today. So join us and hope you have a good time with us. How are you doing today? Let us know down in the chat if you'd like. Of course, if you'd prefer to lurk and enjoy the atmosphere with us, do that as well. We're happy to have you here. Alright, let's see, where we started here. We were about to finish up a quest here with Urianger. The guard hath been afflicted with a most terrible and efficacious poison. We have attempted all manner of healing incantations. Alas, his condition remains unchanged. At present, we can but slow the poison's advance. I pray it will afford us sufficient time to find a cure. And that levels up our dancer there. Rising rhythm. Okay. Well, let's switch back to Reaper now that we've got Dancer up there to aid. And what are we getting? We are getting a Blue Spirit Weapon Coffer. Alright, weapon upgrade. How fareth the young guard? The poison spread throughout his system long before he was brought here. At present, there is naught we can do but try to ease his pain. Dang. Do not blame yourselves, my friends. All that can be done has been done. Even had we reached him sooner, it would have made little difference. The children employ countless poisons. Finding a suitable antidote is a nigh impossible task. What of the rest of the blessed? How have they taken the news of Eulmore's generous proposition? With anger and dismay. We cannot hope to oppose both them and the children. I considered a convocation of all the Knights Blessed that we might consider their ultimatum, but I know how they will answer. Master Matoya, I am truly sorry. We will not, cannot, abandon our faith. But there is no reason for you to suffer for our decision. Your work is not yet done, and you still have time to flee. Flee? I am not wont to run from my troubles. In fact, with Anne's arrival, I am minded to take the offensive. The Eulmore's presence here plainly stems from a desire to protect the lightwarden. I say we seek it out and slay the creature before they return. Were darkness to fall over Rak'Tika, they would have no cause to remain. All of which is rather easier said than done, unless, of course, you finally deciphered that tablet. I have, as a matter of fact, and with it, we can prepare everything we need to enter XIV. What say you all? We will need to act quickly, but I believe it can be done. We cannot deny our fate, but one course lieth before us. Well, we are villains, are we not? Good. I leave the blessed in your capable hands, Runar. Very well. I see there is no changing your mind. By all that is dark, I swear to keep the blessed safe. According to the tablet, we will first need to obtain a seal used to identify the allies of Rak'tika in times past. One such seal should be waiting for us in a complex of underwater ruins not far from here. You have some experience with subaquatic excursions, do you not? Then, this should prove a simple task for you. The ruins we seek are at the bottom of Lake Tusimekta. While you see to that, Minfilian and I will remain here to help shore up Slitherbow's defenses. Your aid would be greatly appreciated. Alright, let's go find out where they are. There you are, ready for a swim? The seal we seek should be stored in a chamber somewhere inside the ruins beneath the lake. However, the entrance is seemingly protected by a subtle locking mechanism rooted in the symbolism of Ronkan culture. The Ronkans sought to live in harmony with nature and considered certain animals to be sacred. Foremost in their pantheon was the snake, portrayed as the protector of the wood and arbiter of life and death. Below it were four others, each equal in rank: the curl, colibri, the opo-opo, and the wolf, characterized as the bringers of liberty, words, enlightenment, and harmony respectively. To open the chamber containing the seal, the tablet states that one must pay due deference to three of these beasts by placing one's palm on monuments wrought in their image, and that this must be done in a specific sequence. If my interpretation is correct, the order can be discerned from the three commandments which follow. Right. Give praise unto the snake. So snake number one. By its strength do our lands prosper. Be as the opo-opo. Rival thy kin. As all parts seek betterment, so too does the whole. Be as the wolf, move as one. Peace comes to all who seek harmony with their kin. The tablet says naught of the placement, size, or appearance of the monuments, alas. Hopefully all will become clear when you reach the bottom of the lake. Go safely. Alrighty, well, so go for a swim then. There's a snake. Find a statue of the snake. Yes, put my palm on it. Look for a Oppo. pearl. Here's a opal. And last, a wolf. So that looks like a wolf. Once more you sense something stir in the lake. Perhaps the chamber containing the seal is open. Maybe it is. I'm going to grab that little sightseeing spot there too. It's even marked destination. Isn't that convenient? The door opens to reveal a pedestal upon which rests a medallion. You take it and secure it inside your clothing. Did you find it? I think so. It says Seal of Rak'tika. This medallion, it bears the owl insignia of the Empire. There can be no doubt. This is the Seal of Rak'tika. Well done, Anne. We can begin our preparations to enter XIV in earnest. Awesome. Upgrade our weapon then. And eye level 392. Okay. Into the wood. Bearing this seal, it should be possible to enter XIV unmolested by its guardians. I will go ahead to Slitherbow and inform the others. When you have recovered from your exertions, meet with us in the cavern leading east out of the village. Awesome. Okay. Let's see here. Here we go. And I'm sorry, but I need to take just a quick break here. Take just a short intermission. Be back in a few minutes. Thank you. And we're back. All right, let's get this show on the road here. Good, you're here. Runar opened the gate for us but moments ago. Beyond lies Ixmaya and presumably the Lightwarden. It did not take long for the Wood's protectors to find me when last I came here, and I expect them to fall upon us just as quickly this time. Though we carry the seal, that is no reason for us to let down our guard. Now, let us seek out the Warden and put an end to its reign over these woods. I need those too. Might as well take them out. That's the only one I needed there. Another ether current here, looks like. There's our quest location down there. Oh. Yeah, sorry there, little Choco.
It would seem we have found them.
You trespass upon sacred ground! Begone!
We did not come to!
Yeah, that's right. Throw a card. Yeah.
Stop! We mean you no harm. Sister, is that? We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
It appears to be genuine. Perhaps there's yet hope.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity. Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
Try not to stray from the path. All right?
Follow the flowers. Would it kill them to escort us? But if it affords us an opportunity to investigate Ixmaya, fine.
Okay, see if we can make our way up there. The next ether current. Not too far away, I guess. 400 some odd yalms. Be out the other side of this village, I guess. I would have the seal that we may confirm its authenticity. Straight to the point, I see. Very well. There is no mistaking the crest of the royal family. It is of proper size, and by its weight it is plain it was made from gold. The seal is indeed genuine. For 3,000 years we have waited for this moment, and now you are finally here. I bid you welcome, allies of Ronka. I am Almet, chieftainess of Fano. Ulmet, her younger sister. Simet, a pleasure. We were beginning to lose hope that you would come. I beg your pardon? These are troubled times for my people, though I can but imagine what has compelled you to venture into our woods. You must be tired after your journey. Come, take your ease. If you'd like, I will show you about the village. Though I must warn you, it is a long way down to the forest floor, so do watch your step. Yeah, some new chest gear. All right. This way. What is your name? Anne. And this is a common name nowadays? How times change. But I digress. Come, and be sure to watch your step. I've got a full stack of poetics too. I'm going to need to be spending those soon. There's another sightseeing spot there. get myself positioned back on there. There we go. As bearers of the seal, you have a right to know what became of the Empire and my people's purpose here. We are descendants of the palace guard which served under the last emperor, and to this day we carry on the duty of our forebears, the final decree of His Eminence before Ronka's fall. By the wisdom of our people was Ronka made to thrive. Such knowledge must never be forgotten, nor may it be suffered to fall into the hands of the wicked. Keep it secret, keep it safe, and look to the coming of our allies. Unto them you shall bequeath our all, and thus will Ronka live on. By his command we have remained in the Rak'Tika Greatwood, guardians of Ronka's ruins and the wisdom held within. I hope you wilt not think the question impertinent, but did thy people's famed longevity perchance play a part in the Emperor's decision to entrust this mission unto thee and thine? That was one reason, yes. We V's would easily live to see three of your elven lifetimes. We were also the fiercest fighters. There are none more fit than us to stand watch over the remains of Ronka. But our duty has grown ever more perilous in the wake of the flood. Settlements such as this one were plentiful before the light claimed dominion over the land, but now Banau is all that remains. Our numbers dwindle year by year. Before long, there will be no one left to honor the Emperor's wishes. And you believe we are the allies for whom you have waited? You have the seal, do you not? After 3 millennia of waiting, that alone is nothing short of a miracle. Truth be told, I had begun to think you would never come. Sister! We are glad of your presence here in the Greatwood. The wisdom of Ronka is yours should you wish it. You need only ask. And tell me, can I have a hamburger, please? You come in search of the lightwarden. My apologies, but I do not know where it makes its lair. Eulmore, do you recall any sightings of this creature? Not these past 30 summers. 30? But that would mean... How old are you exactly? Young enough to remember. With age comes knowledge. There may yet be one among us who has seen or heard of the abomination you seek. That's kind of a throwback to Vaughn in Final Fantasy XII asking Fran, I think. That's kind of funny. With age comes knowledge. There may yet be one among us who has seen or heard of the abomination you seek. We have leave to speak with the other V's then. But of course, then we should split up and inquire individually. If someone knows something, I would hear it while there is yet time to act. All right, let's see, and don't forget to tag the Ethernet. Also, hello, Nymet. It was not my intention to pry, but your voices carry far. I know what it is you would ask of me. Unfortunately, the answer is no. I have not seen the Lightwarden. I patrol the ruins perimeter regularly, and if it were hiding nearby, I would know about it. All right, well, thank you for that. The time has come for the V's to share more of our culture with the outside world, small as it has become. As my contribution to these efforts, I am happy to offer a variety of goods from the forest in exchange for any bicolor gemstones you might happen upon. Alright, now we can talk to them. Now we can get a riding map for 70. Yeah, but after we can fly, I'm not planning on staying on the ground much. The lightwarden? No, I have not seen it. But I have witnessed the horrors of the lesser eaters, how they are wont to hunt in packs and carry off their victims rather than consuming them on the spot. I suspect the warden is a grotesque, corpulent thing, waiting patiently for its minions to bring its next meal. Real. An outsider? But how? By the gods, allies of the Empire, my sincerest apologies for failing to note your arrival. It was the warden you wished to know about, yes? My mother, may she rest in peace, told me once of its appearance in these woods. Before settling here in Fanau, she lived in a village near Rak'Tika Falls until it was destroyed by the Sin Eaters. While out on patrol one day, she spotted a swarm of the abominations, one of which was different from the rest. It was larger for one thing, but what struck her was the way its fellows seemed to revere it. She was convinced that what she had seen was the lightwarden. Oh, that taught me something about the lightwarden's possible whereabouts. Yay. Of course, we can't jump over the rail, it's to our doom, so that's cool. You search for the lightwarden. I cannot say I have ever laid eyes on it. Our duty is to protect the ruins, nothing more. We have no need to strike out in search of such a foe. Alright, well, we got that. Let's get our new armor. I pray the others were able to provide what I could not. Yeah, I learned a little something. Near Rak'Tika Falls? Why was I not told of this? I think I see now why it has never been spotted on our patrols. I have never heard of this Rak'Tika Falls. I can but assume it lies deep within the woods of XIV. Just so, but the tunnel which leads there collapsed after a rather bloody battle with the Eaters and has not been passable for many years. We made several attempts to clear away the rubble, yet each time we were driven back. In the end, we were forced to give it up as lost, thereby making it a suitable place for the warden to take sanctuary. There is perhaps one way to enter, though it would be at great peril to you and your companions. The Qitana Ravel, a temple to the northeast. It has been sealed for centuries, but within is a path that leads to the falls. Can it be opened? For the allies of Ronka, it can. First, we must go to the Kamul Astropolis. Once the flow of magic is restored there, the path through the Qitana Ravel can be opened. This may sound a simple task, but there are certain obstacles which prevent us from attending to it ourselves, and we know not how to overcome them. The Emperor never granted our forebears leave to look upon the secrets we are charged with protecting. That we might not be tempted, the means to do so were withheld from us. We can but show you the way. The rest will be up to you. It would seem we have our work cut out for us then, shall we? We've no time to waste. Let's go. Let us be about it then. If that is your wish, it is my duty to escort you. While we attend to matters at the Camulostropolis, I would ask that your sisters accompany Urianger and Thancred and share with them all they can of these woods. While we have every intention of investigating Rak'Tika Falls, 'tis yet possible the Lightwarden dwells elsewhere. With that in mind, it would behoove us to prepare an alternative course of action. Ulmet, Simet, I leave them to you. Yes, sister. Should our present course prove false, doubt not but that Thancred and I shall find any and all possible paths forward. Alright, new armor. $392 to $393. 75. Oh yeah, and we've got a level 75 Reaper quest to do too. I may run off and do that. What you seek lies in the heart of the Camulostropolis. Unfortunately, it too was sealed shut by order of His Eminence. If we are to open it, we must first look to the morning stars. Come, I will show you the way. We can port back here after we do that. Yeah, let's go knock that off. Get our Reaper up to date here. All right, loyal Lemira. Apologies, Anne, but we're still waiting on Arnagus to come through. There's not much for you to do around here until then, unless you have a knack for cleaning. Herman is good at wheedling out promising stories and whatnot, but getting to the truth of those stories is a craft as delicate as weaving. I'm sure you've seen firsthand how one bad bit of information can lead to elaborate plans coming apart at the seams. Boss! Boss! Calm down, lad. Breathe. What's gotten into you? It's Arnagus. He's been murdered. Huh? Oh, man. What? Tell me I heard that wrong. I'm afraid not. The brass blades found him half buried in the sands not bells ago, just lying there like some bloody animal carcass. They're bringing him to Eralig's burial chamber as we speak. Whoever did this doesn't know the reckoning they've got coming. Before I'm done with them, they'll be begging to crawl back into their mother's womb. I want just as much as you, Herman. I do, but it's times like these we need to look to the boss for guidance. As you can see, Anne, emotions are running high. I should stay here until Hermine cools off. Can you let the boss know we're standing by and waiting for her command? Like as not, she's gone to pay her respects. Alrighty then. Off to the burial chambers. Sorry, Anne, I ain't in the mood for chit-chat. Where's the bloody keeper? My lady, prithee, the dead must be let to rest. The dead are going to have one more among them if you don't shut your trap and listen. The brass blades brought in a body not long ago. Show me to it. Yes, that they did. But are you the deceased's family? If not, I'm afraid we cannot. Family? Family? Arnagus was like a son to me. Like a son? Ordinarily that would be... He is interred in the innermost coffin. However, I must advise you not to gaze upon the body. If she insists, then so be it. Gods damn it, Arnagus. I told you not to go and get yourself. Don't, Anne. This isn't for you. I'm sorry for barging in here and for all the bluster. If you can forgive my rudeness, promise me that Arnagus gets sent off well and proper. Of course he shall be. However, if you wish to inter him within the city gates, well, such sought-after space comes at no small expense. I don't care what it costs. Just send your man to Lemura's headquarters to collect what you require. Anne, I appreciate you coming to find me, but there's someone else I have to speak with first. I'm heading to Stone's Throw. Come along if you please, but come along in silence. This is where Arnagus's dear wife earns her living. Best get this over with. Arnagus never forgot the debt he owed you, the debt we both owed you. Even so, his loyalty ran even deeper than that. It's a strange thing to look back on the people we were, a decade younger and a lifetime more foolish, young lovers, proud patriots, blissfully ignorant, returning to Locus Amanus, the cradle of our people. A triumphant homecoming for the Garleans after centuries in exile. The once mighty invaders had been laid low and driven back whence they came, and it was a banner day when Arnigus was honored with a post there. The honor and pride quickly faded when we saw the truth of Locus Amanus. We hadn't just defeated our enemies, we had clapped them in irons and condemned them to a life of servitude. Descendants of those who'd driven our ancestors north so many generations ago, made to pay for the crimes of their forebears. His superiors were certainly pleased with the poetry of it all. Arnigus, however, could not simply look away from their suffering, let alone take pleasure in it. Confronted with the reality of the place we would call home, his conscience demanded he take action. He began cooperating with the resistance, but the eyes of the frumentarium are all-seeing, and before long he was ousted as a sympathizer. It was only by the grace of good fortune that we escaped with our lives. I've often lain awake at night, wondering if he had outlived his usefulness to the resistance, or perhaps it was a petty senior officer that orchestrated our fall. Regardless of the cause, the outcome was the same. We could never return to the Empire. We fled to Eorzea by way of Radzat-Han, the only route open to us. Wasn't soon after stepping foot on the docks of Limsa that your luck ran out, as I recall. Stopped by yellowjackets and accused of being Imperial spies. Aye, but we still managed to make an escape. We ran and ran, terrified that our pursuers would one day catch up to us. That is, until we met you. Had you not taken us under your wing when you did, I shudder to imagine our fate. Your gratitude's the last thing I deserve, lass. If I hadn't sent Arnigus off on my damned fool's errand, he'd still be alive. It was Orcus that killed him, and no mistake. He died for my vengeance, and I can't tell you how sorry I am. No, you needn't apologize. I know. I know he was happy. So long as he was helping you, he was happy. The blame for his death doesn't rest on your shoulders. It rests on the man, the monster that murdered him in cold blood. And I expect you to see he answers for his crime, for me and for Arnigus. I will, lass, I will. On this I swear everything that I have to swear. We need to talk, Anne, somewhere with fewer prying eyes. Come meet me at the bridge to the north. I owe you an apology, Anne, for not telling you everything about me and Orcus from the start. I dragged you into a fight against a foe that's cunning, brutal, and utterly merciless. I thought with all of us together we'd tip the scales in our favor. But I was wrong, and Arnigus paid the price for my hubris. That void scent we tracked in the Black Shroud was likely one of Orcus's minions, but I was too caught up in my grand scheme to realize it at the time. I should have thought about why it tried to hide that body. Your common void scent wouldn't have the guile to bury a kill, but what if Orcus taught it that as a way to throw trackers off its scent, and to dangle bait for me and mine? Orcus has used that same trick in the past, and he knows that we know it too. By dispatching his minion, we drew his attention. Arnagus was a warning. Orcus doesn't give his prey swift deaths. He toys with them, cuts into them, and savors the screams. That's how I knew he was responsible. It's like a signature, the way he leaves the bodies when he's had his fill. I only pray Arnagus doesn't take that suffering with him to the next life. Orcus will be coming for you or me next. Not right away, though. That'd be giving up the game. He wants us to keep looking over our shoulders, sleeping with one eye open. He'll wear us down without even lifting a finger. And when he finally strikes, we'll be dead on our feet. Playthings for him to do with as he pleases. That won't do. We need to bring the fight to him. No more waiting around for a lead to come to us. It won't be easy, but can I still count on your help? Absolutely. For Arnagus. Thank you, Anne. And if you've got no qualm risking life and limb to fight for Arnagus, to fight for me, then I've got no qualm calling you a member of my family. Family? A curious word, that. Bloody... It's him, Anne. Orcus. Some persistent rats were nibbling at my tail. I should have known by their stench it was you and yours, Drusilla. Or should I call you... granddaughter? Shut your mouth, you thrice-damned monster! Monster? Is that any way to greet a beloved elder? Children these days. It seems one death wasn't punishment enough for you. A second should suffice for this scant remainder of your being. And we're ending this here and now. Follow my lead. I thought we might savor our reunion for a while longer, but if you insist, I shall feast upon your beating heart here and now. Die! Ah, naught but dregs left in that desiccated vessel of yours. Too long has the hide been left in the sun. But your family has been replenished with fresh blood, I see. My, and what a bounteous soul this one has. Your scythe may be dull, but your eye is as sharp as ever. Blinding as the sun, pure as the snow. Delectable as a boar slathered in grease. I had thought to make a quick meal of you, but perhaps just this once forbearance is in order. Such a singular specimen must be given time to fatten, to fulfill its succulent potential. It would be a travesty to consume you ere you achieve perfection. When your soul is ripe with fear, swollen with hatred, and fit to burst with despair, I shall return for you, Anne. And I shall gorge. Until that time, sup well, my growing whelp. Curse these old bones. He was right in front of me. I could have ended it one swing. For a moment, just a moment, I saw it all again. My family slaughtered, lying at his feet. My life slipping away. And that was enough. Doubtless you have more than a few questions. I'll answer them, I promise, but now's not the time. Trust me. Standing around kicking the sand won't change what's done. Let's return to headquarters and let the wind cool our heads. Then we can consider our next course of action. Okay. Alright, well this one has just been just been some story. Nothing else, nothing too difficult to do here. Just watching some story. It was my own fault. If I hadn't stood there slack-jawed, if I wasn't so damn slow, we'd be rid of that abomination once and for all. What you saw used to be my grandfather before Orcus took over. He looks green enough to be my own grandchild now. Trick of the void, like as not. It's no secret that if a void scent doesn't want to devour you, it probably wants to take possession of your flesh, but Orcus has a particular talent for it. And as you doubtless surmised, he's got an insatiable craving for ether. Killing is only a prelude to the act of gulping down our essence, like a draught of ale after a day's work. He's old, I can't say exactly how old, and he's acquired a taste for the finer things. Seems your soul counts among the finest he's ever seen. Things just keep getting better for us, don't they? Wouldn't be the first time someone set their sights on my soul. Is that so? Used to being a prize pig, are we? Any road, it's clear that safety is no longer something we can take for granted. Not even in a crowded street, not even in the middle of the day. Keep your eyes peeled and watch out for those terrible red eyes. We're sitting chocobos for the moment, but I'll think of something and send for you as soon as I can. Until then, never sleep far from your scythe. And the next one is level 78. Alright, we'll wait till we get to story level 78 then for that one. Alright, back to the Rak'Tika Greatwood. We've got some ether current quests, looks like popped up here. As I live and breathe, an ally of Ronka. It just so happens I have a vital task I would entrust to none other. Our V's on patrol require new raiments, and I would have you deliver them to them at Bow Rest. They should be expecting you. I pray there will not be a repeat of your incident with Chieftainess Almet. And, oh yeah, this one's not a ether current quest. Back over there. Alright, let's see. So, where, oh, that one went out this way. Let's go knock that out. Let's deliver the raiments to the archers. That looks like a camp of archers. An outsider come from the village? How did you... Ah, Haymet spoke of you. An ally of Ronka, yes? Welcome to Bowrest. This outpost serves dual purposes. Here we keep watch for any who would intrude on our home, and also for beasts that would feed it. We must stay ever alert so that our arrows strike true. Oh, what a sight. It is not often we see so vaunted a hero as yourself in this remote area. What do you need from me? Our new attire, wonderful. Indeed, the fabric and design are everything Haymet made them out to be. This will aid us greatly. The leather is made from the skin of rails and is unsurpassed in quality. They are bestowed upon all who come of age and complete the rites. The particulars of said rites, well, best save that for another time, lest I give you nightmares. I did not expect an ally of Ronka to come to Bowrest. What brings you here? Ah, of course. Haymet said someone would be delivering these to us. They are made specially for archers and will not impede our movements as stiffer material does. Every so often, invaders will come clad in steel from head to toe. However, their overconfidence makes them blind. Every defense has an opening, and that is where we take aim. Unless you have kept one for yourself, I see your deliveries are complete. Thank you. Although I told them you were coming, I imagine it was an entirely different thing to actually speak with you. It shall not be long until you are accepted as one of our own. May we work together again, ally of Ronka. Ooh, there's a big guy out there. Yeah, we better stay away from old Soupe here if we can. Oh, and I need those for my hunt log too. Or for my hunt marks. Alright, let's get old Birdo out here. 15 nuts. And still not close to another current here. Looking upon these structures, I cannot help but be reminded of ruins in Girabania, yet the manner in which they appear to be suppressing the natural flow of ether is more akin to the Allegan pillars in the House of the Crooked Coin. Oh, I'm targeting the wrong one, I guess. You were able to keep up, I see. Well done. Ahead lie the Morning Stars, 4 monuments built in tribute to the guardians of Rak'Tika. Beyond them is the Great Pyramid of Uxner, where the flow of magic must be restored. It is said that the monuments are themselves the keys to opening the pyramid, though I know not how. That is for you to discover. Another puzzle. Wonderful. I would have a closer look. It is indeed another puzzle, but for a blessing it appears to be similar to the one we encountered at the lake. These statues are all depictions of the divine beasts mentioned on the tablet. No doubt they will open the way into the pyramid in like manner. We have but to discern the correct order. Let's split up and search the area for clues. These ruins are covered in ancient inscriptions. The answer may well be hiding among them. Indeed. It may be best to transcribe them if they are as numerous as you say. Better that than risk overlooking something. Though transcription would prove impractical for you, not being versed in Ronkin's script. No matter, you will employ a different approach. Impressions. Here, I had thought to use these clay tablets to record any significant imagery we discovered, but they will serve you just as well. Take impressions of any inscriptions you find. We will start at the base of the pyramids. You begin at the top. When you have finished, return here, and I will translate your findings. All right. Let's go to the top of these things then. Take an impression of the writing inscribed on the monument. Okay. Nothing spectacular there. I trust you've made good use of those clay tablets. Well done. A moment while I decipher what you found. Apologies for the delay. Nothing we saw at the base of the pyramids gave any hint as to the solution of the puzzle, focusing instead on how to proceed having solved it. Your findings, on the other hand, appear to form a riddle. Once assembled, it reads as follows. Come together, share despair. Go thy ways, dread burdens bear. Mark the crown, heed its call. Avert thy gaze, forever fall. I had assumed that the puzzle would involve a sequence, but from what Almet and I were able to gather, it is but a matter of suffusing one of the statues with ether. And I didn't pay attention to what order those are looking. The question being, which one? Have you any thoughts? A little curious here. See what we've got here with these things. Serpent statue. Facing away from the curl. Facing away from the serpent. They're facing away from each other. Colibri facing south towards the woods. Owl facing north toward the Great Pyramid. Wolf examining the wolf toward the Oppo. Facing toward the wolf. Well, we'll pick the owl since it's facing towards the pyramid. I can't remember for sure which one does it. That seems like that might make sense, though. Given your talent for finding solutions to vexatious problems, I think it best that you choose the statue. What say you, Anne? Yes, I will offer my thoughts. Right then, after you've selected a statue, I will imbue it with the required ether. Should it prove to be a trap, I am more than capable of warding off any malign magics it may contain. Now, which statue will it be? I pick the owl. Alright, I pray this works. That would be the answer then, because it's looking towards the pyramid. The ether has been absorbed. You really do have a talent for these things. Almet is pleased. The way should be clear now. Come, let us... Someone approaches. It's just me. Sister. Sister. Simet? What are you doing here? What has happened? Eulmore and soldiers, they have entered Ixmaya. Eulmore and soldiers, and what of the Blessed? Nothing specific, but it seems the Eulmorans had little interest in Slitherbow or its people. According to our scouts, their general and his men made all haste for the gate of Ixmaya upon finding it. Together with Thancred, Wilmet and some few others have engaged them at the border. You are to return and assist Wilmet at once. They are not to set foot near the ruins of Fanau. We will see to matters here and return as quickly as we can. Understood? Yes, sister. Be careful. Though I knew time was short, I did not expect the Eulmorans to move so swiftly. But we have come too far to turn back now. Getting some food, it looks like. Time is against us, friend. Quickly, into the pyramid. Okay. Let's see how we get into the pyramid here. Let's go this way. Alright, some non-aggressive wood bats. I seem to think in the original release I thought they were aggressive, but I don't know, maybe just misremembering things there. Another one of those pain in the butt places to have to run through to get to where you need to go. Watch out for the aggressive ones here. Those birds. Angry birds. The switch should be through these doors in the confessional of Tupasa the Elder, but why is it not open? Magic appears to be flowing through the walls, but it's being obstructed as it approaches the door. Is it not strange that only one of these pedestals bears an owl statue? Strange indeed. The second statue was likely hidden to keep the door sealed. We can cover more ground if we split up. Almet, take the chamber to the south and the one to the east. I will search the chamber to the west. Sounds like a plan. We got here, there's an angry bird there, angry bird there. And an owl statuette. I have looked everywhere and wait, is that? The statue, you found it. It looks light enough. We need but return it to the other altar, no? One might assume so, but nothing about these ruins has ever been quite so simple. I sensed a strange energy emanating from the eyes of the statues in the corridors of this place. Should this figure be moved, it would not surprise me for them to suddenly stir to life. A trap, then, for the unsuspecting as they attempt to return this to its rightful place. Precisely. Caution would serve us well here. Which is why I would ask you to deliver this statue to the main chamber. An abundance of magic yet courses through these walls. For my eyes, distractingly so. I believe yours, on the other hand, would more aptly perceive the traps for what they are. All right then, we will meet you at the door to the confessional of Tupasa the Elder. Deliver the owl statuette to the altar at the entrance of the confessional of Tupasa the Elder. I'll have 2 minutes. Should I fail, come back. Be wary of attacks. They will sap my strength. Alright. So we are going to avoid the gaze of the owls. That's what we will do. And try to avoid these aggressive, angry birds, too. Alright, that one's there. We want to go behind him, I think. Okay. Behind this one. This ought to do it. Stay far enough away from the angry bird. And let's see, we'll front, behind. Behind this one. And behind this one. There we go, and that will block the other one. I successfully deliver the statuette to the altar. The statue is returned, but was that enough? I believe it was. I can see ether flowing to the door now. I pray this means an end to the tricks and traps of these ruins. Well done. You are but one step from entering the Qitana Ravel, but I must warn you, this last step is without question the most perilous. Overcome this final trial and the path forward will open to you. A path laden with more puzzles and traps, I'm sure. Did the Emperor always take such pleasure in wasting the time of his allies? Let us end this, Anne, while time is yet on our side. Before we enter, I would tell you of the trial that awaits you. The chamber is said to be filled with all manner of devices to keep trespassers away from the switch. The most potent being wards of displacement. They may very well force you into danger. Should we become separated, please use these. Whisper weeds. They will allow us to communicate no matter where we may find ourselves. I think Anne and I can work out how to use these well enough. Thank you. All right, Anne. The sooner we finish here, the sooner we can return to the others. All right, a glowing event point. Shall we get this over with? Absolutely. Yep, hurry before the Eulmore soldiers gain any ground. Wait, do you see those sentinels? Ooh. Yeah. They come around there, and we have to make sure they don't see us. Right. Sister, can you hear me? 2 soldiers have broken through our defenses. Follow them. They are not to reach this temple. Understood? A pair of soldiers somehow made it past my sisters, no doubt on their way here. All the more reason we should hurry then. Right, here's more of these things. Yep, their movements are somehow different. We know that. Let's try to hide from them, shall we? They are massive. How are we to get around them? I will draw their attention with a glamour. It will not last long. The moment they are distracted, we must run with all haste. Make ready to run. I thought I guess the lag got me there, maybe. Alright, well anyways, I think they made it through. Teleportation device. Oh, this should end well. Helmet, can anyone hear me? We have been sent to separate chambers. This must poison, and it has nullified my magic. These markings on the floor, I think they show the way out. I'm sure they show the way out. All right, let's see. I can go there, there, there. And let's see. Oh, I went the wrong way, I think. Oh, no, wait a minute. Here, there we go. Here we go. All right, somehow we're still in one piece. That means little to the others if we do not hurry. Uh-oh. Yep, triggered a howl. What was that noise? It's a big ball! By the gods! Alright, well let's run. Yep, let me go. Let me run, please. Here we go. Duck in here. Watch for it to go by. There it goes. And that one just went by. Crashing down somewhere. I guess we made it. We have to jump. Hiya! There we go. Well, there is no going back now. I pray it is not much farther. Sister, they have reached the temple. I fear they are too fast for us. Be careful of the traps inside. We are nearly there. It is unheard of for anyone to outpace the V's. What is this man who comes for you? Could it be Ranjit? If so, we have precious little time. Sealed door. Oh, I can imagine what awaits us inside. There you are. Alright, well, I guess here we go.
Away with you!
This ends now!
Here I come! No holding back!
Didn't mean to do that. attention. I fear this is going nowhere.
Keep fighting.
You know what to do. At once, sister. I have it. We will hold him here. Quickly make for the heart of Qitana. Okay, I will do that. More sentinels, draw their attention. Alright, I'll go claim the heart of Qitana.
It seems to be working.
Ouch.
I think not.
General, hold on!
Whoops.
Expertly done.
How was I to know that that would happen? It looked like any other part of the floor!
That was the point.
Might now be an opportune time to strike a bargain? We poisoned a number of villagers in Slitherbough with a toxin brewed for us by the children. This is the antidote. I dare say you know how potent their concoctions are, and the futility of trying to counteract their effects. Now, try anything here, and we're all likely to fall. Eventually, someone will come to our rescue, or yours. Promise us safe passage, and we'll give you the antidote. Do we have a deal?
What does Ranjit say?
We do not negotiate with the enemy.
That's what I
The
thought.
villagers' lives are forfeit, as is yours.
General?
Wow, very
Do
dexterous.
not fail.
So dexterous.
How noble and pointless.
Is everyone all right? What in the...
Oriage! At once! Down with you!
Where is Y'shtola?
Thankfully, Ranjit's cohorts had the good sense to fall back. Bulmet should be here soon with word from Fano. We should hold our position here until she arrives. What colors? Deepwood, Celeste, and Lime Green. Lime. Yeah, interesting. That's Deepwood. That's Celeste. That's kind of cool too. But I'll probably just take the money. Almet, please tell me you know if that hole might lead out into the woods somewhere. Were there another means of exiting the temple, there is no question that we would know of it. But I fear that is of little consequence, for we have tried to mark the depths of the pit and failed. To fall from such a height. Sister, I come bearing news. The Eulmoran soldiers and the children have fled Ixmaya. They abandoned Slitherbow as well, though they yet remain in the swamps near Lakeland. Unfortunately, a number of the Blessed were poisoned while fending off the soldiers. One we believe to be of their older order was found lost in Ixmaya, feverish and badly wounded. He was taken to Fano for treatment, but I fear there is little we can do for him. He and the other Blessed will not last long without an antidote. Then we must act quickly. If you've a spare vial, Minfilia and I can deliver it to the Blessed at Slitherbow. You and Urianger should return to Fano and tend to the wounded villager there. What about Y'shtola? I know it seems callous of us to leave, but she leapt into that hole for a reason. We have to save the Blessed, whatever it takes. All right. My sisters and I will remain here. We must be certain no soldiers are still lurking about. Come, Anne. Let not Y'shtola's sacrifice be in vain. To Fano. Oh, yeah, thanks for porting me right up here. That's nice. It's Runar. Heavens forfend. Runar. 'Twas he who forestalled the Eulmore's procession, and in so doing afforded thee time to traverse the temple. Quickly, the antidote. Try some more. Runar still appears visibly pained. Perhaps he requires another dose of medicine. The medicine seems to take effect as the color slowly creeps back to his cheeks. It would appear the worst hath passed, though his wounds yet want for mending. I shall minister to him forthwith. Rest, Anne, I prithee. I shall attend to Runar's ministrations.
Runar, thank goodness.
We delivered the antidote to Slitherbough, and from what we could gather on the way here, the Eulmorans have had the good manners to withdraw. Thank the gods they did, or we would never have made it here in time. I'm told we have Runar and his comrades to thank for keeping the soldiers occupied prior to their retreat. They were preparing to come for you and Y'shtola, it seems, when Runar rallied the villagers and pursued them out of Slitherbough.
I must. Where am I?
Ixmaya, in the care of the Vis. Thou art safe now, friend. Pray, rest thee a while longer.
No. No, I am all right. Somewhat heavy of limb, perhaps, but otherwise well, I assure you. I am glad to see you are all safe. When we realized where the soldiers were headed, we knew something had to be done. I do not see Master Matoya. She was with you, yes? What happened to her?
I cannot say for certain, but it was she who secured the antidote.
Spare me your riddles and speak plain. Where is Master Matoya? No. No. No, that cannot be. Why would she do such a thing? Was there no other way? I cannot believe that she... We must begin the search immediately. I will come with you. What are you waiting for? We must find her. She could be trapped, or hurt, or... She is alive. She is alive, damn you!
Oh, Runar.
Forgive me for interrupting, but our scouts have apprehended an intruder. We thought perhaps he might be an associate of yours.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, look who it is.
Well, this is embarrassing. In my defense, they are surprisingly tenacious. So, what trouble have you gotten yourselves into this time? Well, well. What an intriguing turn of events. My condolences, by the way. It is never easy to lose the ones we love. Well, she is dead, isn't she? Wishing it were otherwise will not make it so.
That you should be indifferent to her loss is no surprise. But to us, she was a friend. The best of friends.
You have something on your mind. What is it?
After she fell, there was a powerful gust of wind, as if from nowhere.
Pray recount to us again that which thou witnessed in the ruins, omitting not the slightest detail.
Flow.
Yeah, Thancred gets it.
The teleportation magic she used to spirit us away from Uldar after the bloody banquet. I recall a similar gale in the tunnel before it took effect.
Interesting. I thought I sensed a brief disturbance in the lifestream. How reassuring to know it was not my imagination. I felt it only once, I should mention, which would suggest she is still adrift on its currents.
I like the side eye that he does there.
Then I fear she may yet be lost to us. For it was only by the grace of the elementals that she was plucked from that great ethereal river.
Ah, very well. I'll go and fetch her. Perhaps a clear and unambiguous act of kindness will serve to win the trust you seem so determined to deny me.
Emmett is just like, I only want to be loved. Now then, if I'm to fetch her for you, I will require a suitable place to work. We must find somewhere that resonates strongly with the lifestream. And by we, I mean you. To that end, I give you this, an ethereal lamp of my own design, which I just happen to be carrying in my back pocket. Keep it close as you venture out into the woods. The brighter the glow, the stronger the location's resonance with the lifestream. Once you've found a likely spot, all you need do is whistle. You do know how to whistle, don't you, hero? Just put your lips together and blow. Straight out of the movie. Alright, to find a location that resonates, you will need to search the area marked on your map. Use the lamp and pinpoint the location. I'll go down and see. No, I'll get that on the way out. Alright, well, let's go back up here then. Find us a location. Use our lamp. Let's see, I think it's right up here. Right about in here somewhere. The lamp is near blinding. Perhaps now would be a good time to call for Emmett. How about that? Right on top of it almost.
Yes, this place should serve well enough. Might I have a little space? I need to concentrate. Now then, what color was her soul again? Ah, there you are.
He's done it. He's brought her back.
Well, that was nice of him to put the clothes back on her.
Y'shtola, are you all right?
Yes, though I cannot imagine how. What happened?
And he called her Y'shtola there in front of Runar. They're not supposed to be using her real name in front of them.
thou didst invoke the power of flow, which thence did usher thy soul unto the lifestream.
I wanted to save the antidote, and after that... I did something exceedingly reckless, for which you will just have to forgive me.
Master Matoya! Oh, thank the heavens you're all right. I had nearly given up hope.
Please, Renard, dry your tears. What would the others think if they saw you like this? Come now. Did you really think I would go gently into that dark night with so much left undone? So many mysteries left unsolved?
Is there aught you wish to say to me? A word of thanks, perhaps?
Emmet Selk, the Ascian of whom I spoke. 'Twas he who plucked thee from the lifestream.
I see. Thank you. Differences notwithstanding, you saved my life, and for that I am grateful. But let us turn our attention to more important matters, such as the Qitana Ravel. You had better not have explored its depths without me.
Heavens no. In fact, I was awaiting your return.
Well, Almet and the others should be pleased to see you in such uncharacteristically high spirits. Let us return to Fanoff then, and discuss the coming expedition.
What a touching reunion that was. It fair brought a tear to the eye. But as we both know, such tender moments are nothing if not momentary. Before long, they will remember their main differences and return to squabbling. Says the Archbringer of Chaos. Flattery will get you nowhere, my dear. But seriously, we Ascians do what we do for the greater good, for the rejoining. Though we may sow the seeds of chaos, it is man who tends them, he who reaps their bountiful harvest. But I grow tired of these arguments. If you would kindly refrain from retorting and return to your customary brooding silence, I will take it as thanks for rescuing your companion and leave it at that. Now, we mustn't keep your friends waiting. Whoops, wrong way. My apologies for having put you all through such an ordeal. I could see no other way to save the Knights Blessed. Happily, both they and I yet live, thanks to you. But our work here is not yet done. We must make ready to enter the Qitana Ravel and put the Lightwarden to the sword. And there's another Ether Current quest. Alright, Helmet. Ah, yeah, and that'll be our final one there for the main story. With the Eulmorans gone and your companion now returned, I think it best you now go before they can regroup. With magic flowing once more through the Great Pyramid of Uxner, the entrance to the Qitana Ravel should now be open. Before we leave, Urianger, did you discover anything that may suggest the Lightwarden hides elsewhere? Nay. Though we had but little time before the Eulmorans' most unwelcome arrival, we scoured the nearby environs and spoke once more with the one called Corail. Having hearkened to her tale, it is my judgment that the Sin-Eater which her late mother did espy was indeed the being we seek, and that it most likely resided in the vicinity of Rak'Tika Falls. In the absence of any subsequent sighting, I have no reason to believe our quarry hath sought out a new sanctuary, and given the considerable difficulty we face in reaching the falls, we may be certain it hath not been disturbed by man. Then our course is clear. We must navigate the Qitana Ravel and make for Rak'Tika Falls. Though you see it as but another obstacle to be navigated, the Qitana Ravel is the oldest and most sacred of our temples. The accumulated knowledge of the Empire is said to reside within. Knowledge which is rightly yours as allies of Ronka. You are welcome to explore. I fully intend to survey every ilm of it once our mission is complete. Were the Emperor still alive, he would be overjoyed to hear you say so. But I must warn you, though the way is open, it will still be heavily guarded. To discourage trespassers and test the worth of our allies, it had to be so. Be careful in there. Head east and you will find the path of azure flowers leading to the Ravel. I wish you safe passage through its halls. Master Matoya, I know I cannot dissuade you from going, so please, promise me you will return safely. The Knights Blessed need you. You need not worry, Runar. I shall return and bring with me a long-awaited gift, one the Knights Blessed will treasure now and forevermore. Now, let us away. But first, a new Ether quest. An adventurer, the esteemed guest of whom I have heard so much. My name is Lanil, Master of Rites. It is an honor to meet you. As I understand it, you will soon be leaving to the Qitana Ravel, is that right? Then the Emperor's wishes will soon be fulfilled. A comforting thought, for with each passing year, more and more of our hunters are lost to the Eaters. We were never a particularly fecund people. Now it is nigh impossible to sustain our numbers. But we will not be driven from our homes, our way of living. So long as the trees of the Greatwood stand, so too shall the bees. And to renew our union with the forest, we will be holding a small ceremony wherein we offer prayers to the gods. Would you honor us by serving as witness to this petition to the gods? Sure. Very good. I should mention the ceremony is not a formal affair. In fact, it can be quite lively, but for a hardened warrior such as you, it should prove no trouble at all. When you are ready, travel north to the Morning Stars and speak with my student, Fina. She will explain the rites. Hey, Fina. What business brings you to the Morning Stars? And you accepted? This is such an honor. Thank you for coming. Goodness, where are my manners? My name is Fina. A pleasure to meet you, and this is my sister, Qitana. How do you do? Are you certain this is wise? I realize she is an ally of our people, but the ceremony is not meant for outsiders. We cannot go against Master Lenil's wishes. Besides, we may never again have such an opportunity. If you insist. Now, let me tell you about the ceremony. As Master Lenil has likely already explained, we will renew our bond with the Greatwood through prayer. To ensure our prayers reach to the gods, however, we must first beseech the spirits of the forest for aid. Once summoned, we must prove ourselves worthy through combat. Only then will our prayers be delivered unto the heavens. As witness to the rites, it is up to you to do battle with the spirits, if you are still willing, of course. Wonderful. This will be a ceremony to be remembered. Shall we begin then? Close your eyes and we will attempt to draw forth a spirit with our prayers. O gods of the Greatwood, bringers of bounty and wisdom, we call to you now to renew our vows. For the strength to protect these lands, to be the shield that guards against the accursed light, we seek combat with your children, the spirits of the wood, to prove to you our worth. By the gods! The spirits are of opposing forces, fire and ice, a terrible omen. Our prayers are enough to suppress their strength, but we cannot cast them out alone. Please, you must strike them down before they wander off into the woods. Okay. All right, let's go do it then. That ought to do it. Thank you for your help, but in light of what we have witnessed, I think it best we call off the ceremony for now. Spirits of opposing elements is the most dire of omens. The discord between them would prevent our prayers from reaching to the gods. And this would not have happened were she not here. We may try again on the morrow, but she cannot be allowed to attend. Sister, please, she is our guest, handpicked by Master Lenil. My apologies. It seems your attendance was not meant to be. Would you go and inform Master Lenil of what happened? We must remain here and clear the altar. Well, Lenil, I got some bad news for you. Back so soon? What of the ceremony? Fire and ice. Thank goodness they were not hurt. It is never too late to begin the ceremony anew, but I fear the source of our troubles has not to do with the spirits. And this is not an ether current quest. Alright, yep, we're good to go. There's one more to find out in the open, and this final story quest will, or well, at least this story quest will give us the last quest-related ether current. There's the last one out in the open. Trying to run around these little guys, maybe. Oh well. Maybe he'll give up. Yep. Indeed, the last one. Yep. No more detected. Alright, let's see if we can get through this one here. You can feel the ether flowing through the door. A gentle push may be all that's required. Our earlier efforts were not in vain, it seems. Stay on your guard, Anne. We know not what awaits us inside. We'll go ahead and use duty support here. And let's see, I think I'm going to go with Green, or Minfilia.
Here we go!
Thinking too far ahead here. Yeah, I'll take Minfilia with me.
Prepare yourself!
Sorry about that.
You underestimate me! You underestimate me!
Watch those statues on the far end.
I'll show you.
I shall protect thee.
Making me jump around, isn't it?
Protect thee. Together we shall overcome.
Ooh, a headband of maiming. Awesome. Ooh, big feather. That's kind of cool. Look at that. Big feather. Alright. What is our eye level now? 391 for that. What the? Okie doke. Alright, let's continue on.
Rak'Tika.
Bracelet of healing. Nothing I have can use that. Still haven't figured out where to stand on my own on this one. I will just follow Thancred or somebody, I think. that's always the case. I haven't paid enough attention to this one. I'll take your word for it. Looks like those fall towards us.
I'll save you.
If they're falling towards the center, or whatever. Oops. Ah. Alright, let's not mess this up here right at the end. Where are y'all going? Are you this way somewhere? Chest wrap of aiming. Can use that on my dancer, I guess. Hey, RKO, thanks for the raid. Appreciate that. What's going on, guys? In the middle of some fighting here, but yeah, thanks for joining us here today. We certainly appreciate it. Sandals of casting. Well, I don't have anything that can use that either. What's going on there? it's going okay. Yeah, I'm not too great at multitasking, but I'll certainly try to pay attention to what's going on while I finish up these last few battles before the last boss of the Qitana Ravel here. How did your stream go? Whoops. 11 hours. Man, that sounds insane. You doing like a benefit or charity or something like that? Yeah, this is Final Fantasy 14. This is a duty. You can go in here with 3 of your friends and fight stuff here. I'm using the AI for this one. They've got it where you can run with your AI friends if you don't want to wait on the queue. So that's what I typically do if it's available here, so we don't have to wait around too long. Oh, you're full-time. Oh, gotcha. Cool. That would be nice if I could do this full-time too at some point. And you know, welcome everybody. If you don't know what I do, I just started back in January. I've been focused on Final Fantasy 14 for the most part. There we go. We can take a short break here. Oh, Allie the Ninja. Yeah, I know them. Yeah, I appreciate it. I think yeah, Alice is into the Infinite Undiscovery stream that I've been doing. I know they joined me, I think, briefly last time as they were heading out or going to sleep or something before. But yeah, I know Allie. Let me, I think I only had maybe 1 or 2 people in here before you raided. Let me get a shout out to you there, though. I appreciate that, RKO. Let's see. Here we go. Loves FF, especially 7. Oh, yeah, cool. Oh, man. Hey, no problem, RKO. It's the least I can do. I mean, for you to bring so many of your friends in here with me, that's certainly appreciated. And I can take some time just to tell you a little bit about myself for those of you who are hanging around. I appreciate it. And RKO, of course, if you've got to go, you know, go to sleep after all that time or take a break or whatever, I understand. Take care of yourself, and I appreciate you for bringing folks in here. But yeah, I'm Audible Zen. I don't know what I consider myself at this point. Probably a variety streamer of some sort, but mostly focus on RPG games and playthroughs. I'm planning on focusing a lot on Final Fantasy series. I also like the Tri-Ace series a lot, and I started Infinite Undiscovery, which is a 2008 Xbox exclusive that came out, and been running through that one recently. And I'm planning on hitting the other Tri-Ace games as well, like Star Ocean, Valkyrie Profile, even Radiata Stories, which is over on the PS2, I believe. I like other series as well. I just enjoy having a good time here, and when we've got plenty of folks in the stream like this, I prefer to just sit and chat and enjoy the atmosphere and the stream together while we play. So if you're into chatting and listening to the gameplay and watching it here while you're with us, by all means do that. I also welcome lurkers. If you just prefer to sit back and lurk, do that as well. And we do have anonymous follows also. So if you don't want your name coming out there in any form from a follow, feel free. Just know that you can go ahead and follow us, and I would appreciate that as well. We're still on our quest to 50, and if we can get to that 50 mark, we'll be so happy. So thank you all for dropping in. What's that, RKO? You played Star Ocean on PS2. Oh, okay. Yeah, you love the world building in it. Yeah, I just like the mechanics overall, I suppose, from most of the Tri-Ace games. Oh, there's another fairly new one called Exist Archive also. Not very well known. I ran across it by accident because I don't follow the news that much on the gaming scene. I just play them. But anyways, I guess we'll get back to this one here. And anybody, if you've got any comments or suggestions, anything you'd like to say, just drop it here in the chat with us, and we certainly appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by with us today. See if we can muddle our way through the last of this one here. I know I'm only about 3 hours into this stream, but that's about all I do each morning is 3 to 3.5 or 4 hours possibly. This morning I'm going to have to stop, I guess, within the next 30 minutes or so. I certainly do appreciate folks watching though and chatting with us here. Baboons. Get you down, and then we're going to go on to the final boss here. Another chest too. Ravel Keeper's Tuck. That's Red Mage, I think. Oh, that went to my inventory. I gotta clear out more inventory space again. Yeah, that's for Red Mage. Alright, let's get through this one then. We should be good to go. Alright, let's go. Geronimo! Alright, take it to the other side there. Maybe I should be over here. Yeah, I will try about there. Yeah, that conveniently missed it all. they want me to run out there. Okay. They won't come to me. That's one of the things about the AI on these things.
Now I've got you.
They go where the game designers thought you should go. Sorry there. Drop this over here. Oh yeah, this looks like a good clear path now, doesn't it? Yeah, you take it. Something else here. I want to see what happens. Next time he does one of those poison pool and blow us, trying to blow us into the moves. I don't know if he's going to do another one though. Can't remember. Get around that first. Go over here, and I want to try this. Arm's length, see if that has any effect. Check it out. I didn't know that would work. Arm's length will keep them from pushing it. See if we can do this.
I shall protect you.
Almost got it. Alright. He's down. Ooh, and I got a new sickle too. Let's put that on. Well, maybe it went to my inventory, right? Because I got to clear out some space. Let's see. That's my old level 72. We can desynth that. Desynth all the ones here, or some of them, that aren't assigned to any gear sets. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Well, anyways, now that I've got more of a moment here, how's everyone doing? Let us know down in the comments if you'd like. We're just happy to have you here enjoying the game with us. Have you ever played Final Fantasy XIV before? I'm sure some of y'all probably have. Ravel Keeper's Bow. Let's put those in the armory chest. There we go. That'll get us up to 392 eye level.
The Lightwarden is dead. The Blessed's prayers have been answered.
Aye, that they have.
Her condition yet troubleth thee?
It does. Though she shows no immediate signs of corruption, the danger remains. She must be told. Would you describe it to me, Marie-Angé? Paint for me a picture with your words.
A sea of shimmering stars. Diamonds strewn across a raven gown. Boundless and beautiful. 'Tis an exquisite sight, not unlike that of the source. Calm and gentle and forgiving.
I can see it.
For however deep the void, or wide the expanse, there is no shore so distant as to be beyond the reach of light. Ominous though that may sound, given our present travails.
Well fought. Let us return home. The murals. If I am not mistaken, they predate the Empire.
How can you tell?
A peculiarity of the paint. Most are made from mineral-based pigments. But whatever was used here is older than anything I have ever seen. According to Almet, this sanctuary was built to preserve the wisdom of the ancients. What events do these murals commemorate, I wonder?
Must you always linger after defeating your enemies? Navigating these halls on foot is exhausting.
Come to lead us to safety, have you?
I was bored. But how is the hero of the hour? Fighting fit, I see. Keep up the good work.
You're plotting something.
Every hour of every day. But never you mind about that. As I have told you 1,000 times before, I like to watch. Nothing more. Well, I would quit this place, and I suggest you do the same. There is yet work to be done. There is a sight to bring a tear to the eye.
You recognize these scenes?
That I do. Indeed, there was a time when anyone and everyone would. Until one calamitous day when the world was divided across 10 and 3 reflections, sundering the land and all who dwelled upon it. And the worst part? No one could remember it. Not really. Just fragments and fleeting memories of an achingly familiar world. A vision shared of a paradise lost, preserved only in song and scripture and paint. Once upon a time. Yet here we find ourselves again, to look, learn, and remember.
Then share with us the stories you know so well. We are listening.
Before the Great Sundering, there was one world. A world that knew naught but peace and prosperity. Until it was faced with a crisis. Unprecedented, terrifying. Civilization found itself perched upon a precipice, staring into oblivion. But through prayer and sacrifice, the will of the star was made manifest. Zodiac was his name. And by his grace was the calamity averted.
Zodiac.
A savior mighty and magnificent, deserving of reverence and gratitude. One would have thought, yet some thought otherwise. From the fears of these naysayers would rise Hydaelyn. She who was to serve as his shackles, to bind him and hold him in check. And so they fought, and they fought, and they fought, and in the end, Hydaelyn was victorious. With all her strength, she smote him, dealing a blow so devastating that it split the very fabric of reality. And thus was Zodiac banished and his being divided. That concludes today's lesson on long-forgotten history. Though I imagine your mother would offer a rather contradictory account, as is her wont.
I'm sorry, I can only assume I misheard. But it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiac and Hydaelyn are not gods. But...
What? Not gods of the first? Is that what you thought these paintings depicted? Or... Oh. They are gods after a fashion, yes. But no different from the kind with which you are so intimately acquainted. Formed of faith and prayer, of conviction and devotion. The eldest and most powerful of primals.
You have spun quite a tale. Yet you have not explained the role of the Ascians in all of this. How is it you are privy to ancient secrets lost to time?
Finally you ask the right question. And shrewd questions warrant honest answers. We Ascians know because it is our history, our story. It was we who summoned Zodiac, we natives of that sundered paradise. Now, do you see why we yearn for the great rejoining? For our world, for our people, for all creation to be made whole again. Wouldn't you wish for the same?
Well, that's a fairly major reveal within the story there. That was an enlightening experience, though not in the way I had hoped. Do you suppose there is any truth in Emmett Selk's claims? Now we can fly in Rak'Tika, thank goodness. That's our third zone we've got flying in with this expansion there. Though recent events plainly warrant further discussion, I think it best that we wait until Alphino and the others are present. Emmett Selk included. How convenient that he should choose this moment to keep to the shadows. Well, no matter. For the present, we should return to Fanau and make certain of the Eulmoreans' withdrawal. After that, Slitherbow. The Blessed are no doubt elated by what has become of the sky. We'll port back on over here to Fanau. And I'm going to have to leave it here for today. Let's see. We will resume our Final Fantasy stream again on Tuesday morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We're off tomorrow, so nothing going on tomorrow, but let me see. There is another stream we can raid here. Another Final Fantasy 14 with Neon Genesis. Let me get us over there to him. He's in the middle of a playthrough of Final Fantasy 14 also. But I appreciate you all hanging out with me today, and certainly appreciate that raid, RKO. Hope you all have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you happen to be in the world here. We'll be raiding over to Neon Genesis in just a moment. Take care of yourselves, and if you would, consider following us too. We'd love to have you drop by every now and then.